field. We could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Ball is loose. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Pirates will get things started here on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Runs through a man. He might have space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
The run inside. It's great. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Motion from the back. Just going to keep it after the snap. Might have a chance. To the house. Touchdown, ECU.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Anderson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to scramble. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's great. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go right back to it. At the 50. Finding some room. Past the 50. The 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pirates. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. I'm going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Gray. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out. You recover it, a forced turnover.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Get it out on the screen, and that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. FIU pushing tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Quarterbacks are... there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Gray. Breaks into the open. At the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Wants to throw again. Intercepted. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face and makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 25. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Just about set to get this second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ford International comes out to start this drive. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, there he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McNeil. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yardage.
The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Extending the play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's McNeil. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
There's some room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They've got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Gray. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
They're trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back couldn't make the catch.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
FIU will line up to punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside. It's great. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Works the middle of the field. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. He goes right back to the air. Got his man to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation. Hopefully they go for it if you need to on 4th down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, how big was that missed field goal? Would have tied the game, and now instead they've got the ball back. It's late, and they've got the lead. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And they're able to make the tackle.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Has enough for the first down as he steps out of bounds, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's great. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the fourth. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
He's taking the shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He takes it out of bounds, and that's going to do it. A pick to seal this game and give them a bowl victory.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm ending this game right now.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.